What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over some basketball games for Saturday, April 16th, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the games. We're going to be looking at Jazz versus Mavericks, Game 1. Timberwolves versus Grizzlies, Game 1. Raptors versus Sixers, Game 1. And Nuggets versus Warriors, Game 1. Apologize ahead of time if I talk a little bit too slow or if I mumble or if I don't make a whole lot of sense. I'm kind of tired right now. I just got out of the shower. I did a bunch of yard work today. Half my day was spent digging up dirt in the side yard. I planted 3 rows of sweet corn. I planted a bunch of seeds for some watermelon, a bunch of seeds for cantaloupe. I got 8 plum bushes in the ground. Looking forward to those. And when I got the property, there's already 2 apple trees on the property, and they're starting to get some green leaves. So I'm looking forward to the apples as well. So that's what I was doing most of the day. I was rototilling. So I think that's what it's called, rototilling the dirt. Just that machine just digs up the dirt. I don't have any upper body strength, so my arms are like really tired right now. I'm so weak. My arms feel really dead. But it should be good. They're 75 to 85 days out to harvest, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, as I'm off on a tangent, on this side of the screen, let's get a bigger screen up here. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers, number specific for the game. The way that I have it structured here is I have the road team up top, their coach's record all time, his postseason record, the season record, their away record, and then their postseason record as a team. In the middle is the head-to-head record between the 2 teams all time, as well as for postseason, as well as for this season in particular. And then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their home record, their postseason record as a team, and then their coach's all-time record and his playoff record for his career. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. We got the big screen here. We'll get into first game. We got the Jazz versus the Mavericks. Let me turn off the background light really quick. Hold on. All right, so Jazz versus the Mavericks. Jazz versus the Mavericks. So what I usually do in the videos, as most of you know, I usually start with the home team. I go over numbers for why I think they could win, and then I go over the away team and some numbers why I think they could win. So let's go ahead and start with the home team. If the Mavericks were going to win Game 1, one thing that could go in their favor is they could sit on 30 losses for the season as they pick up their 30th home win, as they sit on 113 playoff losses as a team with the win. 113 is the 30th prime number. I got to change the date. It's for the 16th. There we go. So they can sit on 30. They can get their 30th home win. They can sit on 113 playoff losses with the win, the 30th prime number. Today, we'll have a day with 62 date numerology on the Gregorian. And the number 30 written out does sum to 62. So that could play in favor for the Mavericks. It is a day with 62 and 26 date numerology on the Gregorian. 62 and 26 are just reflections of each other. If you write out the number 26, it sums to 84. Mavericks can get their 84th all-time head-to-head win against the Jazz to go with. This game is being played in the year 2022. 2022. And the Jazz could become 2022 for a road record with a loss in the year 2022 in the first game of the playoffs. And then what else? What else is here for Mavericks? Jazz, 83rd game for the season. Mavericks, 83rd game for the season. 83 is the 23rd prime number. Jazz can fall 2-3 head-to-head against Mavericks for the season, like 23. Mavericks side, it would look like a 32, 3-2. What else? 53 is the 16th prime number. Oh, also Hebrew Civil. It's the 222nd day, 222, 222nd day of the Hebrew Civil year. That can also go against Jazz for the 2022. It's the year 2022 on the Gregorian. It's the 222nd day on the Hebrew Civil. It could become 2022 for a road record, which also looks like 222 if you drop the 0. And I think that might be it for right now. These videos will get better. Again, like I said, I'm kind of tired. Did a bunch of yard work. So I want to get this video done. I want to record this video. I don't want to do a video. But that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm going to continue to look over the Mavericks side, of course, even after the video is recorded, because I got to type these all up still for tomorrow. But let's go ahead and just look at the Jazz. Let's look at some favorable numbers for the Jazz to win this game. 83rd game for the season for the Jazz. 83rd game for the season for the Mavericks. Jazz can just sit on 83 all-time head-to-head losses against Mavericks with a win. From the Mavericks side, they would fall 2-3 head-to-head against the Jazz for the season, like 23. 83, the 23rd prime number. So that really goes either way, the 23 connection for the head-to-head. It's the Jazz coach's 46th postseason game for his career. Jazz could become 4-6 head-to-head against Mavericks for the season, not for the season, but for the playoffs, like 46. Today has 26 date numerology on the Gregorian. And Jazz coach, he could become 20-26 in his 46th playoff game for a playoff record. And 20 written out sums to 26. And he could become 20-26 for a playoff record in his career, his 46th postseason game for his career. Jazz could become 4-6, like 46 in the playoffs head-to-head against Mavericks. And another thing, too, is that today has 42 date numerology on the Gregorian. It's the 42nd home game for the Mavericks, 42nd away game for the Jazz. Jazz could become 21-21 for a road record with a win. 21 written out does sum to 42. And then one of the last things here that I have marked is it's a day with 62 date numerology on the Gregorian, 26 and 62, reflections of each other. Jazz coach, he can get his 392nd win all time for his career. 392 is just a reflection of 293. And 293 is the 62nd prime number. So those would be some numbers for that game. Some pretty good numbers for both sides. I would continue to look over it. Obviously, there could be more to add here, such as it being the 10th postseason game head-to-head between these two teams. Mavericks coach can get his 10th playoff win for his career. On the flip side, Mavericks could sit on 29 home wins with a loss, the 10th prime number. So there's definitely other stuff you can poke at, but I just don't want to make this video too long. And I also don't want to ramble and go on tangents either. I want to make it somewhat coherent for you guys. Let's go to the next game. Timberwolves versus Grizzlies. And these videos will get better as we get into the playoffs. No worries. But Grizzlies versus Timberwolves. Starting with the home team, we'll go over some numbers for the home team, and then we'll go over some numbers for the road team. Grizzlies, if they were going to win this game, one thing they have some numbers in favor is it's their 83rd game for the season. And their coach can get his 130th win all time for his career. If you write out the number 83, it comes to 130. And so in their 83rd game, he can get his 130th win all time. It's his 233rd all-time game for his career. 233 mathematically is the 51st prime number. 233, 51st prime number. The Grizzlies could become 51-51 all-time head-to-head against Timberwolves. We also have another 2020 connection potentially. This is the year 2022. It's a day with 220. It's the 222nd day of the Hebrew Civil. Timberwolves can become 2022 on the road with a loss, potentially just like the Jazz could. Both of them could hit. Neither one of them could hit. One or the other could hit. But they have that same 2-2-2 connection, the Timberwolves, with the loss. And then what else we got here? Timberwolves, their coach, he would get a 62nd loss all time for his career. They did play one play-in tournament game. So he would get a 62nd loss on a day with 62 date numerology, potentially. 42 and 62 date numerology. It's their 42nd road game. He can get a 62nd loss. They could become 2022 on the road in the year 2022 on the 222nd day of the Hebrew Civil, potentially. They can get their 37th loss for the season. 37. I have that marked for some reason. I wonder why I did that. 37. What am I missing? Oh, 17. Duh. So 17 date numerology on the Gregorian. 17 written out sums to 37. Timberwolves can get their 37th loss. They can sit on 47 wins for the season with the loss. This is the 15th day of the Hebrew religious calendar. 47, the 15th prime number. Grizzlies would sit on 26 losses for the season today with 26 date numerology on the Gregorian. We saw that 37 when I typed it in. 17 equals sums to 37, and when I typed it in, 37 sums to 57. Grizzlies could get their 57th win for the season. They can become 31-11 at home for the season. 31, the 11th prime number, as they get their 11th playoff win or 31st playoff win as well to go with. Those would be some numbers for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are their next loss anyway is going to be their 27th loss. This is the 2 seed versus the 7 seed, 7-2, 2-7. So I expect Grizzlies are going to get that 27th loss in the series. It doesn't have to be game one, but it could be at any game. But I expect them to at least get one loss in the series. I don't think it will be a sweep. It could. It definitely could. But with the 2 seed and the 7 seed, for right now, I think they're going to at least get that 27th loss. I don't think it'll come in game one. I think the 51s are pretty interesting, but Timberwolves do have numbers to win this game. So this could be an upset, potentially. Like I said, the 27, 2 seed, 7 seed. And with the 2-3-3 connection, Grizzlies coach 233rd all-time game, the 51st prime. Instead of them becoming 51-51, they could simply just get their 51st playoff loss as a team. 51, a reflection of 15, it being the 15th day of the Hebrew religious. Their coach could become 1-5, like 15 for a playoff record in his career with a loss. That could go against them. Timberwolves could become 21-21 on the road with the win in their 42nd away game. Grizzlies 42nd home game today with 42 date numerology on the Gregorian. 21 written out sums to 42. And it's also a day with 26 date numerology. 26 sums to 84 and 48. Timberwolves can get their 48th win in their 84th game for the season. So there's definitely numbers there for Timberwolves as well that you can poke at. And also, too, one thing I didn't do for this game right here, but you can always check to see when their next game is. So on Monday, 3 of the 4 teams that played on Saturday will play on Monday. So if we see Timberwolves and Grizzlies don't play on Monday, looks like they're going to be playing on Tuesday. So we can go to, April 18th, or excuse me, did I get that wrong? Yeah, Tuesday, yeah. I don't know why it says Monday. That's weird. Monday 18th. Tuesday 18th. Okay, so they got a mistake on their website. But you can scroll if you have it built out, the numbers built out already. You can go to Tuesday numbers and just see what Tuesday's numbers, game 2 numbers are, and just see if there's anything that makes sense heading into that game. Off the hand, I'm not seeing anything jumping out at me. Yeah, nothing's really jumping out at me on this one. 18th day, 225. I think that's a 15th triangular. 109, the 29th prime, 29 date numerology. 18th of the first month, 181 the 42nd prime. So maybe Grizzlies win this game, become 3-2, and then they win the next game and become 4-2 head-to-head against Timberwolves on the 18th day of the first month, the 42nd prime, something like that. But you can do stuff like that if you have the numbers built out already for date numerology. Let's go back to Saturday. All right, let's look at the next game. Raptors and Sixers. Raptors and Sixers. Let's start with the home team, the Sixers, and then we'll go over some numbers for the Raptors. If Sixers are going to win this game, if they're going to win this series, just note that this is a season that's celebrating the 75th anniversary. However, it makes this season the 76th NBA season. It's the 76th NBA season celebrating the 75th anniversary. 76ers. 76th season, 76ers. How far will they go? We'll find out. 83rd game for the season, 83rd game for the Raptors. Sixers could become 2-3 head-to-head against Raptors for the season, like 23, 83 the 23rd prime number. Sixers coach, he would get his 99th win all time for his career. 23 mathematically is the 9th prime number. 23, 9, 99 kind of goes together a little bit. Raptors would sit on 48 wins for the season with the loss. Today with 26 date numerology, 26 sums to 48 and 42. It's the 42nd away game. They can sit on their 48th loss, or 48th win, with the loss. And then also at 23 connection is Raptors coach. He can sit on 23 postseason wins for his career with the loss, as the Sixers become 2-3, like 23, 83rd game, 83rd game. I think 83 sums to 50 as well. Hold on. 83 does sum to 50. So we could say Sixers could get their 50th all-time head-to-head win against Raptors to go with as they become 2-3, as the coach sits on that 23 in their 83rd game, 83 sums to 50, 83 the 23rd prime, 23 the 9th prime. Sixers coach can get that 99th win for his career as a coach for Sixers. Today is a day with 42 date numerology, 42 written out sums to 142. Sixers coach can get his 1,142nd win all time for his career. 1142 is very similar to the number 142. There's just one extra one there. 42nd home game, 42nd away game, 42 date numerology, 42 sums to 142, potentially 1142 for the Sixers coach. What else? 5231. I don't think that had number properties. 5231. 695th prime. What does that mean, though, if anything? I don't know. 193 is the 44th prime. I don't know if that means anything. I think that's it for right now for the Sixers. If we look at the Raptors to win this game, it could just come down to Sixers getting their 32nd loss for the season. Today is the 15th day of the 8th month on the Hebrew silver, like 158. And if you write out the number 32, 32 sums to 158. 32 also sums to 49, and it could reflect into Raptors Raptors getting their 49th win for the season, as they sit on 49 all-time head-to-head losses against Sixers to go with. So Sixers get their 32nd loss. They sit on that 49. Raptors get their 49th win. 32 sums to 49, as well as 158. 15th day of the 8th month on the Hebrew civil calendar. It being the 83rd game for the Sixers, 83rd game for the Raptors. We see all these other connections here. But one thing for the coach of the Sixers, he can get his 830th loss all time for his career, which does look like an 83 or an 83. We could go ahead and just mark that if you dropped a 0 there. And I'll actually mark this in a dark blue, 49, just in case. Just as a reminder to myself. And then 42nd away game, 42nd home game, 42 date numerology on the Gregorian. Raptors coach can get his 24th playoff win for his career. 24-42 are just reflections of each other. He would get his 210th all-time win for his career. 210. It's the 20th triangular number, 20 written out. Sums to 26 today with 26 date numerology on the Gregorian. And what else? Raptors could sit on 62 postseason losses as a team with a win on a day with 62 date numerology. They would get their 56th playoff win in their 118th postseason game. 56 sums to 118. You know what else sums to 118? 41 sums to 118. And Raptors could become 4-1 head-to-head against the Sixers for the season with a win in this game. So those would be the Raptors and Sixers numbers. Oh, it's also the 118th all-time head-to-head matchup, as well as the 118th postseason game for the Raptors. So that's kind of interesting. Okay. Nuggets versus the Warriors to finish off the video, finish off the night. And again, I apologize if I'm either running through these pretty fastly or if very fastly. I apologize if I can't talk right, for one. I apologize if I'm saying words wrong. I apologize if I'm talking too fast or going too fast, or if I'm mumbling. I'm just kind of tired. I'm kind of pushing through this video. If you heard the beginning of the video, you already know why I'm tired a little bit. Just did some manual labor today for some fresh corn. Oh, it's going to be good. Some sweet corn. Can't wait. 75, 85 days till harvest. Nuggets, Warriors. Nuggets and Warriors. All right. Who gives a shit about harvest, Nick? Let's look at Warriors and Nuggets. All right. Starting with the home team, if the Warriors were going to win this game, one thing I thought was interesting is that this is the celebration for the 75th anniversary of the NBA season. Nuggets coach starts off playing his 705th all-time game for his career, and Warriors coach can get his 507th all-time win for his career. 507, 705, just reflections of each other. Kind of look like a 75, 57, 75, or reflections of each other. It being an anniversary of the 75th season, opening up in game one. I thought that was interesting for the Warriors coach, that 507, Nuggets coach, 705th all-time game. But 83rd game for the Nuggets, 83rd game for the Warriors. Warriors could become 2-3 head-to-head against Nuggets for the season, like 23 with a win. 106th day of the Gregorian. This is the Warriors coach's 106th all-time game for his career. Warriors can sit on 159 losses postseason as a team with a win. Today with 26 date numerology, 26 sums to 159. Another number that sums to 159 is 78, sums to 159. Warriors coach can get his 78th win all-time postseason as they sit on that 159 to go with. Today does have 17 date numerology on the Gregorian. Nuggets can get their 17th road loss as they sit on 48 wins for the season with a loss. 26 sums to 48. 17, 26 date numerology. Warriors, they can get their 32nd home win for the season. Today is the 15th day of the 8th month on the Hebrew Civil. 32, like I've shown you. 32 sums to 158. And the 54, Warriors getting their 54th win. Not too sure. 54 comes up a lot. 54 and 45. They kind of appear a lot, but you can't really place them sometimes. But I think that might be it for now for Warriors. Nuggets, if Nuggets were going to win, Nuggets 83rd game, Warriors 83rd game. Nuggets coach, he can sit on 331 losses all time for his career with a win. 83 written out. Right, if I can pick up my arms. My arms feel so dead right now. 83 written out sums to 67. And Nuggets coach, 330 losses. 331 is the 67th prime number. So in their 83rd game, 83 sums to 67. He could sit on 331 losses, 331 the 67th prime. As he sits on 23 playoff losses for his career with a win, 83 is the 23rd prime number. What else? What else? Warriors could become 31-11 at home for the season with a loss, 31 the 11th prime number. Warriors would get their 30th loss for the season, 30 written out. Comes to 62. Today with 62 date numerology on the Gregorian. 42nd away game, 42nd home game, 42 date numerology on the Gregorian. Nuggets coach can get his 21st playoff win for his career, 21 written out, sums to 42. And Nuggets, they can sit on 34 losses for the season as they become 3-4 head-to-head against the Warriors for the playoffs, like 34. Nuggets get their 26th road win on a day with 26 date numerology. I don't know if I already said that. I think that might be it. Oh, one last thing, 83 connection too. 83 does some to 50. 83 does some to 50 as well. Warriors coach can get his 229th loss for his career. 229 is the 50th prime number. So let me turn on the background light. Hold on. All right, so that will be it for these games for right now. I apologize. I know this wasn't the best of videos. I've probably made better videos in the past, but this gets you started on the games for game 1, day 1, series 1 for Saturday. I'm going to do a video hopefully for Sunday as well. I'm going to try and do a video for every day if I can. That's my goal. Even if I'm too tired to do it, I'll throw a video together. It might suck. It might be a sucky video. I might be rambling. I might be mispronouncing words. I might be just saying some dumb shit for whatever reason. But I'll try and make a video. Even if I'm tired or whatever. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insight to these first four games. I'm going to continue to look these over. I went through it kind of quickly for myself as well. So I'm going to continue to look these over tonight. I'm going to have to type some of these up. Some of these are early games tomorrow. Let me see here. Tomorrow. Saturday for me. 12 p.m., 2:30 p.m. So at the very least, I'm going to be looking at these games, these two games all night, typing these up, getting them ready to post. And then, of course, I'll be typing and putting these up. And then also I'll be working on Sunday's games. I got to put together Sunday's games. I don't have those put together yet. So I might rush out a video for Sunday as well on Saturday. But thank you for watching. I appreciate the support. Forgive me for my tangents. If you made it this far, thank you. I wish you the best of luck on all your picks, and hopefully you win all the money in the world. I'll see you in the next video.